Hello everybody and welcome back to SVR 11 Universe. I'm Jitch and this is SmackDown from San Antonio, Texas.
Approaching the ring from Hollywood, California, weighing 223 pounds, Dolph Ziggler.
We have got 3 weeks until the Elimination Chamber, and so it is time to get that main event match ready to give it enough time to kind of build towards. And what better way to get ready for that main event match than when an Elimination Chamber Qualifier 3 will be happening of the 4 matches tonight, as well as a Tag Team Contenders match. We'll find out who will be challenging Chris Jericho and The Miz for the Tag Team Championships at Elimination Chamber as well. But Dolph Ziggler has issued an open challenge, as he is in the top 10, and he argues that he does belong in this spot. And I think he's going to have a really hard time overcoming this obstacle. But there you go. Dolph Ziggler said he is in the top 10 rankings. He's number 10, for those wondering. And that he does damn well deserve to be competing in this high-stakes match. He should be in an Elimination Chamber qualifier because he should be the World Heavyweight Champion. Well, the SmackDown General Manager, Mr. Theodore Long, has heard that and he said, okay, I'll give you a shot. Go out there and issue a challenge to anyone in the back. You have to take all comers. And there you go. There's who answered his challenge. Good luck, Mr. Ziggler. We've also got 2 more qualifiers to come later on tonight. Due to the limitations of the SmackDown brand, you know, there aren't really as many kind of bigger names that we already have established. It's been quite a short-lived brand and everything, and it's got a smaller brand than Raw. Due to the nature and the size of the SmackDown brand, I can say that there is actually going to be one thing that's very different to Raw. As you saw this past Monday on Raw, there was a Battle Royal, which was won by the United States Champion Kane to take the final spot in the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber. Well, obviously SmackDown's been doing things a little bit differently. It hasn't been quite as laid out as the Raw Contenders matches were. So one thing that's going to be quite a massive change-up is the main event of this week's SmackDown is actually going to be a second chance match for the 2 that failed last week. There's such high hopes for these 2 as singles competitors, as single stars, that Teddy Long has decided to give both Edge and John Cena another opportunity at qualifying for the Elimination Chamber. I do believe that there are going to be 2 other participants in the match, and who those are, I'm not entirely sure. We will find that one out later on, but it will be a fatal 4-way, first fall to the finish. Edge, Cena, and 2 more superstars. We've also got coming up later on after this match, in the other qualifying matchup, Rey Mysterio and CM Punk are going to go toe-to-toe for the first time to determine who is going to be taking that spot within the Elimination Chamber. Nice fall over there, Rock.
From behind. And there's the Russian leg sweep. He's got him hooked.
So that's what we got coming up. A lot of people not happy with the fact that CM Punk, a man who has lost 8 matches within his career, which I believe is the current record for most losses, is in the Elimination Chamber qualifiers. But said it a few times, I'll say it again. I'm pretty sure there is some kind of bias going on when it comes to CM Punk. Don't do it. Oh, Dolph. Dolph, what the fuck? Well, whatever. The Rock has qualified for the Elimination Chamber. I want kickouts. I want suspense. I want pin attempts that actually end in a kickout. I just can't get them. He goes down so easily. Everyone does. Well, The Rock joins The Big Show, The Undertaker, and Randy Orton in what is an incredibly star-studded Elimination Chamber so far. 2 more participants to be found out later on, but up next we'll find out who the new contenders for Chris Jericho and The Miz are, and hope that they have a better future than Crime Time. Okay, so on one side of this contenders match, we've got the Legacy.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring at a combined weight of 454 pounds, the team of Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase.
They are the current top-ranked tag team as far as SmackDown are concerned. There's not really anyone that holds a candle to them other than the champions themselves. SmackDown's tag team division, I think, could use some beefing up, and we're hoping that the Rumble in a few weeks' time, after WrestleMania, will maybe be the draft, will maybe be the thing that helps fix the SmackDown roster up a little bit in terms of tag team division.
From Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing 235 pounds, Rob Van Dam.
Now, admittedly, Rob Van Dam and Yoshi Tatsu aren't exactly the most experienced tag team just yet, but let's have a quick look at the lineup for the SmackDown tag teams, and perhaps this match will make a little more sense as to why it is those two facing off against the Legacy. The Legacy are currently 2-0, as well as Ted DiBiase being a successful, actively defending currently $1 Million champion. Cody Rhodes is, he's done a few things as well, I'm pretty sure. If I was to give you the quick win-loss, Cody Rhodes is 3-2, and I'll quickly try to pull up Ted DiBiase's. DiBiase's current win-loss record is 6-1, so obviously they have been really good individually, and so far they haven't lost as a team.
The ECW champion, Yoshi Tatsu.
Now, admittedly, Rob Van Dam is 1-2 with his win-loss record, and Yoshi Tatsu, well, he is 5-3. He's got more wins than losses, but he is the current reigning ECW champion, which obviously favors him quite a bit. That is one belt that you can contest for other championships whilst carrying, no problem. But when you look at the rest of the tag teams, Chris Jericho and The Miz, they are the champions. Finlay and Vladimir Kozlov haven't been teaming up as of late. Solidarity there. The Gun Show haven't teamed up in a long time. Big Show's already at Elimination Chamber in the world title match. And Straight Edge Society, Punk's already competing in a Contenders match for the world title up next, actually. So realistically, it had to be the Legacy versus these two. They're kind of the only teams left. The tag team division could really use some beefing up. I think Crime Time really did a number on this division by exiting it. I should say Shad. JTG really didn't have much of a choice in the way things went.
Is Ted DiBiase too confident here, King? I don't think so.
But the Legacy could be the tag team that ends up squaring off against Chris Jericho and The Miz at the Elimination Chamber. Which could be an interesting battle there. Oh, Rob Van Dam doing what he can there to get the win. A big jumping heel kick. Not quite enough. A little spinny kick, leg drop thing. Also not going for the cover.
And the ref sees the tag.
RVD and Yoshi Tatsu, they really don't have a lot of experience as a tag team. But when you're teaming with the current reigning champion, you gotta look at the favoring odds in your corner. I mean, admittedly, Ted DiBiase, he is the current reigning $1 Million champion. As far as these teams are concerned, there is a singles champion among the both of them.
Watch it. That was like a freight train.
So in that sense,
That'll do some damage.
they're both done really well. RVD, I don't really know what the hell he was doing there, just rolling him around.
And when that happens, the complication of the match can
The Legacy have been feeling really, really confident in themselves, though. That much is for sure.
watch it.
Saw that little high five before the match. Supposed to be a sign of solidarity and camaraderie. Supposed to say that these two have got it made as a tag team right now.
Caught that one
Okay. Big old Rolling Thunder by Rob Van Dam. Oh, perfectly timed, perfectly positioned. Probably a very good thing that Cody Rhodes was able to roll out of the way, though. Could have been the end right there and then.
Rob Van Dam, still to come, King, is what should be a phenomenal main event.
Tatsu's getting fired up. This is a man who holds a victory over Terry Funk. Let's not forget that.
There's a tag.
It's a wrestling legend. The first ever ECW champion now as well.
These competitors are giving it everything they have. I love SmackDown. Whoa, what a counter by Rob Van Dam. Wow, unbelievable impact there. And he's getting out of there.
Okay.
Would you look at the bravado shown by DiBiase?
I mean, a countout is still a win for the legacy in the end, so if Cody can keep Rob Van Dam distracted for long enough, we could be looking at a very sly way of winning this match.
He almost took his head off with that lariat. Wow.
RVD's been able to recover. He's heard the count of 5 too. And unfortunately, because things didn't work out their way, Ted DiBiase is now isolated, except for the fact that Cody is already back up to his feet.
Before his departure in 2007, Rob Van Dam had an extremely decorated career in WWE. He was a 3-time tag team champion and a 6-time intercontinental champion. Rob was the last to hold both the hardcore.
Okay, another Rolling Thunder.
Of course, RVD was the first.
Looking very favorable for Tatsu and Rob Van Dam. That time it actually connected. Tatsu has not been tagged in yet. I want to clarify that. Here's the cover attempt. No.
Say what you want to about DiBiase, but
I think RVD should really consider letting his partner do a little something in this match. I guess he agrees.
everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Or not.
And he finally gets out of the ring.
And there's the monkey flip. Tatsu begging for the tag, to which RVD is just not providing it. And there's a quick tag to Cody. I like where this is going. No. Not if RVD can help it.
We have here on Friday Night SmackDown. And now he's back out on the apron.
There you go. Got all of that DDT. Ted DiBiase pretending to kick Tatsu and then running away. That'll get the job done.
And he finally gets out of the ring.
I don't know, I mean, on one side I'd say Van Dam could really use tagging out of this match, but on the other side, it's not exactly not going his way.
And now he's back out on the apron. Oh, it doesn't get more punishment.
Like, I think he could afford to let Tatsu into the match, but at the same time, he's done fine.
On that shot.
I'm saying that, here comes Yoshi Tatsu now.
Oh, what a shot. And Tatsu comes up with a great counter.
Tatsu has a count for everything, apparently. I mean, he's riding a lot of momentum, I'll give him that.
This has been brutal. He might have to do this by himself. His partner doesn't have much left. The referee getting involved now. And he finally gets out of the ring.
Okay.
And Rhodes kicks out.
A very quick pin attempt there by Tatsu. This would be the Legacy's first tag team loss, and it would be probably the highest of high stakes for them to be losing in.
Oh, mama.
So it would be very unfortunate for it to go down that way, but it might just.
He drops the elbow. Yoshi Tatsu goes behind. Let me tell you what a right
Tatsu's the master of the reversal, he's got so much momentum.
Mommy wanted a dog for Christmas, and she said no, you'll have turkey like everybody else. That's a move that'll disorient you.
I think RVD and Tatsu have got this, you know. I think despite my best efforts, RVD and Tatsu, they've earned this.
Rob Van Dam. Well, it looks like he's really focusing in on that back.
Oh,
We got a tag.
there's some nice teamwork.
Yoshi.
Oh, there you go. That'll get the job done.
Head off. That'll cost him.
Pinning him will also. Tatsu, why are you nodding your head?
Boy, this is just pandemonium.
Pinning him would have gotten the job done too. Just saying.
Man, that was a vicious elbow drop. And now he's
Pinning him would be really smart. Yeah, look at that.
one, two.
I'm not even gonna, like, that was such a botched ending that it's like, I'll just give it to him. We'll just pretend that that last moment didn't happen. Well, Yoshi Tatsu could be holding 2 championship belts coming out of Elimination Chamber. However, he is now locked in for 2 championship matches at the Elimination Chamber. Something that Big Show was denied participation in this match to prevent. So there's a bit of a double standard there. Big Show wasn't entered in this with Lex Luger because, I love when I have a brain fart at like the most important time not to. He was already competing in the World Heavyweight Championship match, but now Yoshi Tatsu's got to defend his ECW Championship and compete for the WWE Tag Team title. Very interesting little turn. Anyway, thanks for joining on this one. We'll now move on. Rey Mysterio and CM Punk. Alright, well, the World Heavyweight Championship match at the Elimination Chamber so far is What the fuck? Rey, you don't come out like this. Wait, this entrance is actually locked to this mask? I just thought it was a cool attire. I thought I could use it. I didn't realize it was going to mess with his entrance every time. Ah, well, it's not the worst entrance. It still kind of suits him. He's just less energetic. I don't care. It's worth it to use the mask. I like the mask. But Rey Mysterio is about to potentially join an incredibly stacked Elimination Chamber match. But then so is CM Punk potentially. This one's got huge implications, joining The Rock, Randy Orton, Undertaker, and Big Show, and was already a massive Elimination Chamber match. Still got 2 more participants to be found out. Rey Mysterio or CM Punk. Or will it be John Cena, Edge, or whoever the other 2 participants in that 4-way match in the main event are? Really big stuff. Uh-oh. I don't like the looks of this. We know what this usually means. Yep, there he is. Turn around, Rey. Too little, too late. CM Punk is so obsessed with the World Heavyweight Championship, he will do anything in his power to make sure that he gets that World Heavyweight title opportunity. And that includes blindsiding Rey Mysterio in a match he really shouldn't have been given to begin with. I don't really know why he had to rebound him off the ropes for that, but this wasn't even a fair fight. Well, that wasn't even... I don't feel like he should be given his spot in the Elimination Chamber for that. You know, this is an important match that could lead to the WrestleMania main event. Completely undeserved in my opinion, but CM Punk has managed to sneak his way into the World Heavyweight Championship Elimination Chamber match with this ambush on Rey Mysterio. As I said before, completely undeserved, but that is what we've got. As he now joins The Rock, Big Show, Randy Orton, and I've already forgotten someone. The Undertaker, holy shit, how did I forget? Undertaker, Rock, Big Show, Orton, and Punk. One more participant will be found out next, and I hope they win it in much better fashion than that. Well, we've got a stacked Elimination Chamber already. It's time to find out who that 6th participant's going to be, and surprise, surprise, Jericho is actually a part of this match. Jericho, one half of the tag team champions, looking to become world heavyweight champion in this one. Quite big implications, I'd say. We know John Cena, we know Edge are both in this, and oh, I guess there's the other participant revealed for us.
From Moscow, weighing 302 pounds, Vladimir Kozlov.
The personal enemy of Jericho at the moment, it seems. He's had a bit of a vendetta against a few people, though, but he's been quite indestructible in his efforts. You know, he's got a big victory over Luke Gallows a couple weeks ago, potentially putting their issues to rest. The Moscow Mauler, Vladimir Kozlov, is quite an impressive guy. I want to say his win-loss record really backs that up too, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's quickly give you the rundown here. Vladimir Kozlov is 3-2, whereas the other half of the tag team champions, Chris Jericho, he is 3-4. So not exactly on the winning side of the spectrum of these guys. John Cena, who lost to the Big Show last week, he's 2-1. Big Show's the only guy to beat him so far. Obviously, he's only won 2 matches, so let's not get too carried away. And Edge, he's 1-4. Makes you wonder what managed to put him in this, as we've lost our... Oh! Okay. That's an interestingly specific guy to have gone for Edge. I can't really say why he did that. Edge obviously just deciding that he had an issue with John Cena. Well, this is really any man's match. Vladimir Kozlov, I'd say, to be honest, out of the 4, probably the wild card here, not the one that I think a lot of people would be rooting for. But I think he would definitely make his presence felt in something like an Elimination Chamber match. You look at the current lineup already, and any one of those 5 could easily be walking into WrestleMania with the World Heavyweight Championship. I may not like CM Punk's motives, his actions, but you've got to respect just the intense obsession and level of desperation when it comes to the World Heavyweight Championship and CM Punk. He has done everything he can to make sure that he gets as close to that championship as humanly possible, as often as possible. But you want to compare the 2 Elimination Chamber matches. You know, you got the WWE Championship match at Elimination Chamber, which will see Triple H defend against his own tag team partner, Shawn Michaels, as well as Batista, Jack Swagger, Evan Bourne, and Kane, the United States champion. It's quite a stacked match. And you look at the SmackDown Elimination Chamber, you got the World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton defending his championship against the former World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker, one of the top stars on... Oh, wait! Oh, that was almost the end. One of the top stars on SmackDown in The Big Show, one of the most persistent challengers for the championship in CM Punk. And, of course, someone we haven't really seen a lot of the untapped potential of in The Rock. Obviously, we all know who The Rock is. We know that he's a big star, but here in this series, this universe, whatever you want to call it, he hasn't actually shown what he's capable of just yet. And that's more what I meant when I said that. I didn't mean that The Rock is some rookie that you've never heard of. We all know who he is and what he's about. It's just a matter of seeing where he can go when the circumstances have changed, when he's in a whole other wrestling world, so to speak. Jericho with the desperation move going for the roll up. Edge very quick to realize that he could break that one up in an instant. My only concern with this battle and with this four-way, of course, is the fact that it's first fall to the finish, which means there's going to be pin breakup. But in this game where there's the pin breakup cutscene, I'm a little concerned about how long this could go for. I'm hoping that it will be not. I don't care if it's long. I just want it to be smooth. I don't want it to be like, you know, 4 AAs, 5 spears, 10 code breakers, and 20 whatever the hell it is Kozlov does later. And then we finally get the end there.
How much more extreme will this match become?
Obviously, there's no disqualification, as Cena was aware of, with that inclusion of a steel chair. I don't know why that dropkick from Jericho didn't knock Edge off his feet, but well done to Edge, I guess. They're already showing some signs of hurt, John Cena and Chris Jericho. I mean, admittedly, Cena was ambushed before the match. Shades of CM Punk. We also know that at Elimination Chamber we'll be seeing the WWE Tag Team Championship on the line, as the Tag Team Champions, Chris Jericho right there, who could be participating twice in that night. Chris Jericho teaming up with The Miz, the Intercontinental Champion, who also could be competing twice that night, to face off against Rob Van Dam and Yoshi Tatsu, who is competing twice that night for the ECW Championship. Could be a lot of double booked people at Elimination Chamber, to say the least. You know, you can almost guarantee there'll be an Intercontinental title match. We know there's an ECW title match, and we know there's a tag title match. So if Jericho wins this, 3 out of 4 men in that match are double booked. Rob Van Dam, he could be looking at a huge advantage when going up against Jericho and The Miz.
He's got him hooked. There's no substitute for power, and that's exactly what Kozlov has.
This match has really started to slow down, as everyone is showing at least some wear and tear. John Cena attacked by Chris Jericho, by Edge before the match, meant he could never get his shirt off, and obviously all the openings he's had, he's decided that that is now staying on. Which I find very interesting, but that's what they did there. I did not pick for him to wrestle in his civilian attire, as they call it. So I'm kind of curious why he's still got that. It must just be something programmed in for him. He gets ambushed, he keeps it. Maybe, I don't know.
Jericho likes to call many of the other WWE superstars frauds. Well, Jericho doesn't think anybody's the real deal except himself. Oh no! Watch out! And that would hurt his hand. From the ring to the floor.
Okay.
And that would hurt his hand. Wow!
I wouldn't mind some of the match breaking out into the outside, actually. That would be quite good.
Oh, that's a brutal headbutt.
Much closer to an actual finish.
Kozlov, programmed to be superior. Oh man!
You're not supposed to talk about how he was programmed into the game, Michael. Breaking the fourth wall.
Again, this is a no disqualification match.
No, don't all go outside the ring. There's no pins out there.
Oh my, get the medics down here.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to care about what the WWE universe thinks. Oh, I disagree.
So watch the matches, they said. It's fun, they said.
Rile up our fans.
I mean, I'll watch them from time to time. This one was entirely inspired by the fact that I just didn't know who I wanted to have win. I just didn't want to rig it. Not this one. Not that I rig every match I play anyway, but I didn't have a specific guy. If you want my honest opinion, I wouldn't have played Kozlov. But everyone else is open game. All good. Iron Curtain, that's what it's called. And although he connected with it on Cena, he then picked him right back up. I tell you what, if Cena wins this, he's overcoming some massive odds. Attacked before Edge, beaten the hell out of by Kozlov on the outside. Someone's bleeding, and I think it's Cena. Yeah, pretty sure it's Cena. So he's also busted open on top of everything else. The man had to wrestle in his shirt.
John Cena has said that WWE is his life, his passion. It's all that he has.
Go for the pin now, Kozlov. Now is a very good time to go for the pin. Or walk away from the only guy in the match you can currently pin. That makes sense too. Be quite instrumental in the feud of Vladimir Kozlov and Chris Jericho for Kozlov to pin Jericho or vice versa. There you go, execution. I mean, there's 3 other people in the ring. Everyone's in the moment he did that, but whatever. Yeah, that's right, Jericho. Flex. Flex, Jericho. Oh, shit. If only you'd flexed a little bit later. Spear. 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 No spear. Okay. Can't blame a guy for wishful thinking. Okay. Weird choice, but sure. Wow, an actual kick out. I didn't know those were possible anymore. John Cena's not gonna like that, Kozlov. Go on, do your Iron Curtain thing. Oh shit! Luke Gallows has not forgotten about his feud with Kozlov. I don't know what he looks to achieve. He's gone straight for him. I mean, that's no surprise. And okay, laid him out for Edge, and then broke the what? Kozlov. I mean, Gallows, you're not a part of this. Thank you, Jericho. Codebreaker on Cena, and then nothing. What the hell is Luke Gallows doing? Well, that's it. That's his impact. That's his mark made. That was what he wanted to do. He had 2 people in mind, Vladimir Kozlov and Chris Jericho.
He's going back outside.
I guess both make some sense.
And that's a stiff kick. Smart thinking by Edge. Since 2002,
Oh wow, nice move by Edge on the chair. Really good, really creative. I like that.
Press, and now a flurry of punches. Bam! Oh! Edge hooks the leg. 1, 2.
Ah, damn those cutscenes. Yeah, this is kind of what I meant. Like, there haven't been loads of finishes, which I'm glad about, but at the same time, it's just like it just drags out a little too long. Tell you what, for a minute, I thought Kozlov was doing a submission. That'd be a clever way to get it done. Oh, I didn't know you could get the cutscene on those. I thought that it was like... Everybody hates everybody, the 4-way match. I'm so looking forward to Money in the Bank because it's just like this. It's like an hour-long match in this game, I remember. I can't do any build to Money in the Bank at Mania, by the way, for anyone wondering. I won't be able to do any qualifiers or anything. You can't book the Money in the Bank ladder match, so whatever it puts in it, that's who's going to be in it. So it's just going to be kind of like an on-the-spot, these 6 people were given the opportunity. Doesn't matter who it is, they're the 6 that are getting it. They just have to be. What a chop indeed. I'm sure this match will end eventually, guys. Don't worry. Maybe you're really enjoying this. Some people do. Some people like really long matches where things just kind of keep going on. So I won't complain. Someone could be having a great time right now watching this. Sure was.
He's got him. A tough jawbreaker there. What an impact from that kick. Jericho believes himself to be the epicenter of the WWE universe.
Can you say that word again, Michael? Epicenter.
You think?
Cena. Well, this is obviously, as mentioned earlier in the night, this is the second chance for the likes of John Cena and Edge, who lost to Big Show and Undertaker respectively last week on SmackDown and qualifiers. God bless the cutscene. I love the cutscene. You probably won't see too many multi-man matches in this series, and if you do, I'll probably be playing them. You'd think, but it's not.
Cena has the headlock. Dangerous impact to the neck. I have a feeling the more fans boo Jericho, the more he likes it. I mean, this guy loves to be despised.
Everyone's just covered in Cena's blood. It's kind of funny. Hey look, Kozlov's right there to break it up. Yeah. Bless the cutscene. Might not have been able to have broken it up without the cutscene, but thank goodness the cutscene was there.
What in the world did we just see? That was amazing. That may have put
There you go, perfect. Oh, never mind. I thought there's like no selling in this too.
And here's a cover.
Oh, here you go. This is it. He's gonna do it. Oh, he actually kicked out.
Cena into the clinch. Jericho going for the walls again.
Yes, Jericho, go for the walls. The walls are a great idea. Yeah, do that. Make him tap. Make him tap, Jericho. Make him tap. Yeah, there you go. So we have got a lot of double booked matches at the Elimination Chamber. That is what we've discovered. Another double booked superstar, but nonetheless a massive victory. You can't take that away from him. Chris Jericho has just qualified for the Elimination Chamber, and what a massive lineup we've got for the Elimination Chamber match. The World Heavyweight title, I think, definitely takes the big listing between the two. It's going to be Randy Orton against The Undertaker, The Big Show, Chris Jericho, The Rock, and CM Punk. Also from Raw, the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber, just as a reminder, Triple H, Jack Swagger, Evan Bourne, Kane, Shawn Michaels, and Batista. Let me know which one you like the sounds of more in the comments. That sounds like a fun little thing. Go down below in the comments. Let me know which chamber match sounds more interesting to you. Which one's more within your interests. I'd like to hear it. I want to see which one's the favorite, because I might make that one go on last. But that's going to do it for SmackDown. We could be looking at Jericho and Miz holding both singles and tag titles on SmackDown, since the $1 million isn't an official title. Punk and Rey Mysterio now enemies. And in terms of SmackDown rankings, I think that happened on Raw. CM Punk has ascended above Big Show and JTG in the Intercontinental title rankings. Okay. I was going to say there wouldn't be any change there, would there? And he has gone above Undertaker and John Cena. Not sure why he goes above Undertaker for being ranked 6. But I can understand Cena dropping since he lost that 4-way. But otherwise, I don't know. Whatever. So when we come back next time on Raw, that won't be happening. That won't be happening. That'll probably happen. And that won't be happening. So I'll see you guys then. Wait, hang on a second. Jack Swagger, Shawn Michaels, Sheamus. Is that for the WWE title or the US title? It doesn't matter. It's not happening either way. I'm just curious, like, is that... That can't be for the US, because Swagger's number 8, and Michaels isn't even on there. Yeah, whereas the top 3 on there. Okay, whatever. Well, that's not happening. But we'll find out if Mickie James or Natalya gets a shot against Melina at the next event, Elimination Chamber. And the rest is all kind of up in the air. So we'll see you guys then. Bye!